outside of the town.
From eerie video captures of cryptids lurking just outside kitchen windows, to spine-chilling evidence of tormented souls, and even clips showcasing Mother Nature in her most bizarre forms. This video, uploaded to TikTok, was captured by a homeowner who kept hearing strange, unsettling noises coming from outside their kitchen. They decided to check the footage from their security camera, which was panned to face the window. At first, everything seemed normal. But then, a disturbingly creepy figure suddenly peeked through the window. This thing looked like it crawled straight out of a nightmare, with its razor-sharp teeth glinting menacingly and eyes glowing with an eerie, unnatural light. Its body was completely bare, just void of any fur. But what truly made my skin crawl was how it peered into the kitchen. If that doesn't send a shiver down your spine, I don't know what will. So next time you're up late, double check those windows. Unless, of course, you're up for inviting whatever that was over for a cup of tea. I wouldn't recommend it though. We've all seen those jaw-dropping flood videos where rushing water sweeps away cars and entire structures. But have you ever watched someone stuck inside a truck, right in the middle of it? Let me tell you, it's terrifying. This next video comes from a trucker who found himself trapped in the middle of a massive flood in Black Mountain, North Carolina. The water outside is raging, an unstoppable force. But when the driver pans the camera to the inside of his truck, that's when the real horror sinks in. It's nearly full of water. The trucker is practically sitting in a pool, with water rising all the way up to the steering wheel. You can hear his heavy breathing, clearly terrified, realizing his truck might not make it through. The panic in his breathing tells you everything you need to know. This is beyond dangerous. Now, if the area was already flooded and the trucker decided to drive through it, that was a pretty reckless move. But if the flood hit him while he was on the road, then we can't really blame him for this terrifying situation. Either way, this video is a sobering reminder of nature's power and just how helpless even the mightiest vehicles can be against it. There are millions of bug species on our planet, but nature seems to enjoy keeping us on our toes, constantly producing creatures that seem more alien than earthly. And this next one, it really looks like it doesn't even belong on this planet.
Found this outside of the town. In the comments, let me know what type of bug it is.
It's like some weird alien bug.
It's definitely an alien bug. This video, uploaded on TikTok by a young lady, shows a bizarre insect that looks like it was plucked straight from a science fiction movie. In the clip, you can see this transparent creature clinging to a branch, and thanks to its see-through skin, we can actually see its internal body. You can spot its strange body parts, including a long, yellow bulge running along its tail and upper section. But things get even weirder. As the video continues, this odd bug starts to expand, almost like it's trying to engulf the entire branch. The yellow bulge stretches in a strange pattern, paired with that transparent, ghostly white body. It's like watching some kind of parasitic organism slowly take over its surroundings. Honestly, when I first saw this, I was convinced we were looking at an alien life form. Naturally, I had to do some digging. The closest I got was a type of flatworm called a planarian, which has soft, flat bodies and striking colors. But even that doesn't quite match the weirdness of what we see in this clip. If anyone has a clue about what this creepy crawly is, drop it in the comments. And hey, if you're an alien tuning in, let us know if this one's from your planet. Imagine you're out on a fishing boat with your friends. What's the worst thing that could happen? Capsizing. Maybe a shark attack, right? Well, there's also this. This video, uploaded on Reddit, shows a group of friends in one of the strangest situations you could imagine on a fishing trip. As the video starts, we see all of them, and the boat, but something's odd. They're not in the boat. Instead, they're clinging to the sides of it, swimming alongside. At first, they're laughing, but then the camera pans toward the boat's engine, and that's when things take a turn for the bizarre. The engine is absolutely swarmed with thousands of bees, so many that you can't even see the surface of the engine. It's like the bees have claimed it as their own personal hive, and because of this, these poor guys can't get back on the boat. It's a tense moment. But honestly, how does something like this even happen? Did the bees mistake the engine for their hive? Or maybe these guys accidentally kidnapped their queen bee? Whatever the reason, it's a pretty wild situation. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. On the night of September 21st, 2024, a man was out for a jog in the park when he spotted something strange. A weird owl perched on a nearby tree, staring straight at him. Curious, he whipped out his camera to zoom in and record it. But the moment he hit record, his heart nearly stopped. The video you just saw was captured by that man. At first glance, we see what looks like a dark, owl-like creature sitting on a tree branch. But as the camera zooms in, it becomes clear. This is no ordinary owl. The thing has a massive body, and disturbingly, it has long human-like legs. Sure, its face resembles an owl, but those branch-like hands and that twisted, bizarre torso, that's where things start to get seriously creepy. And if that wasn't enough, it's staring directly at the camera, making the whole scene even more unsettling. My guess, this might be a skinwalker trying, and failing, to disguise itself as an owl. Whatever it is though, one thing is clear. My guy, you should seriously reconsider your jogging route and timing, because that skinwalker might have its eyes set on you next. I hate dolls, man. I don't know why kids love them so much. There's something about those near-human features that's just chilling. And their eyes, they always feel like they're alive, watching. This next video is a perfect example of what I mean. Bud! This video comes from a home nanny cam, and it captured some seriously strange paranormal activity. The homeowner was outside sunbathing when he noticed something moving on the nanny cam feed, right behind a rocking chair. In the clip, we see the homeowner anxiously walk into the room, gripping a plastic piece in his hands like some makeshift shield. He slowly and nervously approaches the rocking chair, where two dolls are resting, staring lifelessly ahead. You can almost feel his fear as he uses the plastic to check around the chair, trying to make sure there's nothing lurking behind it. After finding nothing and feeling a bit more at ease, he turns to leave. But just as he's about to walk out, it happens. The rocking chair moves on its own with those creepy dolls still sitting in it. The moment that chair creaks, the homeowner bolts out of the room, screaming, and the video cuts off right there. I'm telling you, it's those dolls. There's no one else in the room except the owner. So who else could have rocked that chair? These dolls might just be haunted, and after seeing this, I wouldn't want them anywhere near my house. Security cameras are supposed to give us peace of mind, watching over us all the time. But in the dead of the night, sometimes they capture things that do the complete opposite. Things that leave us terrified, like this one. Did you see that? This video comes from an apartment security camera that caught something truly unsettling. A ghostly figure lingering just outside. In the footage, we get a clear view of the area in front of the main door. Everything seems normal at first, but right where the staircase ends, there it is. A figure, all white, standing completely still. It's eerily human-like, just hovering in place. But then, out of nowhere, it vanishes into thin air. The whole thing is creepy beyond words, almost like this ghostly figure was waiting for the apartment owner to step outside. As you'd expect, people who've seen this video are going wild with speculation. Some are convinced it was just a camera glitch, while others say the owner should pack up and sell that apartment immediately. Whatever the explanation, this video leaves you with one burning question. Would you want to stay there after seeing this? Growing up, we all remember the thrill of watching the Ghost Rider movie. The blazing skull, the roaring motorcycle, so fascinating and iconic. While that was pure fiction, the next video might just challenge what we think we know about reality. Could this be Ghost Rider in action? The video you just watched was uploaded on Reddit by a user who titled it the Firebike. In this eerie clip, we see a Harley Davidson engulfed in flames, yet it's still moving. There's no rider in sight. But this bike is spinning in circles as if it's possessed, the flames licking at it like something straight out of a nightmare. Also, as the bike circles, it leaves a trail of fire behind, creating a surreal spectacle that's hard to shake off. On the sidewalk, you can spot a helmet and a long-sleeved flannel jacket that looks like it might have caught fire and been yanked off in a hurry. It seems plausible that the rider, caught in this fiery chaos, jumped off just in time, leaving the throttle stuck and the bike still revving. Now, while it might not be the real Ghost Rider, the scene plays out eerily similar to how we envision it. If you squint just right, you might believe for a second that the legendary anti-hero himself is tearing up the street. Legos are undeniably fun to play with. You can create just about anything from those colorful little pieces. But what if I told you that our real world might just be built from tiny Lego blocks too? In this intriguing video, we encounter a bizarre type of rock that, when touched, crumbles into smaller pieces, like a giant Lego set. We see a man gripping this massive stone, and with the slightest pressure, it effortlessly transforms into a pile of tiny rocks. At first glance, it looks like your typical large stone, but beneath the surface lies a network of these miniature formations that turn to dust with a gentle touch. This bizarre phenomenon piqued my curiosity, so I had to dig deeper. It turns out this rock is likely mudstone, which is essentially undercooked shale. Use it for gravel roads and you'll find yourself driving through a cloud of dust when it's dry and slipping through mud when it's wet. Whatever you call it, this rock sure resembles a giant Lego block to me. How wild is it to think that even nature has its own building blocks? The concept of tormented souls exists in every culture and religion. But have you ever wondered what they might be like in real life? This video captures a chilling glimpse into that horror. Believe me, what you just watched isn't a scene from a horror movie. It's a real-life encounter. In this eerie footage, we see a dimly lit tomb as the cameraman approaches. He captions that he heard faint noises, which at first he assumed were made by some sort of animal. But as he drew closer to the tomb, he realized the sounds were something far more unsettling. Cries for help. As the cameraman circles the tomb, the cries grow louder, echoing through the darkness. Suddenly, as he turns, he comes face to face with a shadowy figure that sends chills down his spine. Just as quickly as it appears, the figure vanishes, and the video ends after that. This unsettling encounter was filmed in China, and those who've seen it claim it captures the cries of a tormented soul. Given the haunting sounds and the ominous visuals, it's hard to argue with that interpretation. What do you think? Could this really be a glimpse into the other side? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Our ocean depths remain largely undiscovered, sparking curiosity about what types of creatures might be lurking in those dark, mysterious waters. Since light can't penetrate that far down, this video may have captured one of those enigmatic beings. In this captivating video, a woman showcases a truly alien-like lizard that she had. As she holds it up, it resembles something straight out of an Alien vs. Predator movie. The lizard's body is entirely transparent, allowing us to see its bones and limbs through its gelatinous, slimy skin. The head has a distinctly bony appearance, and light passes right through it, revealing a tiny, elongated spine that extends to its tail. So, is this some sort of alien lizard? Surprisingly, no. This intriguing creature is a specimen preserved through a process known as diaphanization. Scientists use this method to pigment the bones while turning the rest of the body translucent, resulting in a ghostly, bonefish-like appearance that's undeniably eerie. Some people believe that individuals with extraordinary powers exist among us, hiding in plain sight. I never bought into that idea until I watched this video. Did you notice that? This video was uploaded on Facebook by a user who claims to have captured a possible sighting of a firebender. In the footage, it's nighttime, and a small fire is crackling beside a parked car. But that's not the only reason this video is intriguing. If you focus on the fire for a few seconds, you'll notice a figure materializing within the flames, a silhouette that resembles a small boy. As this figure emerges, it walks right out of the fire as if it's just another ordinary day for it. It's absolutely bizarre, and if you're wondering whether this could be some clever editing, think again. The video quality makes it challenging to fake, and that figure blends seamlessly with the surrounding environment. So, if this is real, and it sure seems like it, maybe we should start believing that firebenders really do walk among us. In old folk tales, the concept of mermaids is a vivid one, but many of us envision them as stunning half-human, half-fish creatures, primarily due to their portrayal in movies. However, this real-life discovery might just shock you. This video comes from a group of researchers who unearthed a rare treasure, skeletal remains that appear to resemble a mermaid. As the footage unfolds, we see that the skeleton features a human-like ribcage. But when it comes to the face, things take a terrifying turn. Its visage is humanoid, yet adorned with long, sharp, predator-like teeth that look capable of biting through metal. As the researchers carefully examine the lower part of the skeleton, we're met with a shocking revelation. Its bones resemble a fishtail, but intriguingly, there are also two oddly humanoid feet at the end. The skeleton itself appears to be in remarkable condition and is impressively long. To top it off, spikes protrude from its head, giving the skeleton an even more ferocious and chilling appearance. If this is what mermaids truly look like, I thank the stars they're gone. Ever heard of snow in a desert? No. Well, welcome to Afghanistan, where anything is possible. In this astonishing video from Afghanistan, locals were left stunned as they woke up to find what looked like a snow stream in the desert. But this wasn't just any ordinary white stuff. It was flying through the air, light and fluffy, resembling clouds drifting around. In the footage, we see a crowd of locals gathered in disbelief. And when a chunk of the foam suddenly comes flying toward them, we can hear the terrified screams of children echoing through the air. So, what on earth is happening here? Don't worry. This isn't some apocalyptic prophecy unfolding before our eyes. What they're witnessing is sea foam, carried by a water stream likely flowing beneath the surface. Algal blooms are a common culprit behind the thick, frothy formations. Whatever the cause, it's still an incredible sight, both amazing and a bit terrifying. Snakes are terrifying, no matter the species. There's just something about how they seem to stare right into your soul that chills you to the core. This video comes from TikTok, uploaded by a hiker who found himself in a tense stare-down with none other than the mighty anaconda. In the clip, we see the snake perched in a tree, completely still, eyes locked directly on the hiker below. Its unblinking gaze is fixed on him, not moving a single muscle. It's terrifying how eerily still these massive creatures can be when they're stalking their prey. If the hiker hadn't glanced up out of curiosity, he would have never known this enormous beast was lurking above, tracking his every move. Watching this felt like a scene straight out of a nightmare. And honestly, I've heard people say that if a snake looks you directly in the eyes, you shouldn't stare back. Something about it paralyzing you. Whether that's true or not, I don't want to find out. Since the pandemic in 2020, it feels like the world has been getting weirder by the day. Just take a look at this bizarre red cloud that appeared over Cape Town. Who knows what caused it? This video comes from Cape Town, recorded by a driver who couldn't believe their eyes as they spotted this strange-looking cloud hanging in the sky. In the footage, the sky is mostly clear, but there's this odd, tornado-like pinkish cloud dominating the scene. It's unlike any cloud you'd typically see. While most clouds stretch out horizontally, this one shoots up vertically, extending high into the atmosphere. I've read somewhere that these vertical formations are called cumulus clouds, but I've never seen one in such a vivid color. At this point, I can't help but wonder what Mother Nature is up to. Is she experimenting? Or is this just another sign of the strange times we're living in? The four walls of our homes offer a sense of safety and security. But in the face of nature's fury, those very walls can become powerless. This video is a stark reminder of that reality. That shed is gone. This footage comes from a driver who captured the sheer force of a powerful hurricane wind on a small shed. In the video, we see the shed lifted off the ground as if it were made of feathers, only to be hurled into the air. For a split second, it floats before flipping upside down and crashing onto the road. The wind obliterates it, sending it skidding across the pavement like it is nothing more than a toy in a tempest. This video showcases the raw power of nature and reminds us that no matter how sturdy we believe our man-made structures to be, they can crumble in an instant. Nature is indeed ruthless and formidable. While scrolling through Instagram Reels at 3 in the morning, I stumbled upon a bone-chilling video featuring some kind of nocturnal forest-dwelling creatures. It made me pray to God that this was just an A creation. Otherwise, we might be in serious trouble. This eerie video, taken under the cloak of night, reveals a hauntingly dark forest, illuminated by night vision. As the camera pans, a bizarre creature comes into view. Just when I thought it couldn't get any stranger, the creature morphs into a spine-chilling figure with a neck and a humanoid head. But that's not all. Another forest dweller appears, this one resembling a humanoid form covered in leaves and foliage, blending eerily with its surroundings. Then, just when I thought I'd seen it all, yet another humanoid forest dweller transforms into something completely alien, sporting a wolf's head. These creatures just kept coming, and each one was more terrifying than the last, with one disturbing thing in common. They all morph. It feels like this has to be the work of artificial intelligence, conjuring up various creepy prompts. But the level of realism and quality in these videos is genuinely unsettling. The more we dive into the realm of AI, the more I wonder what else it might bring to life, both awe-inspiring and horrifying. The next video I stumbled upon is making waves on the internet, featuring an intriguing old clip that many claim shows an apparition of the Virgin Mary in Vietnam. It's hard to believe what I just saw. This footage comes from a Vietnamese village where locals have reportedly spotted something extraordinary on a nearby mountain. In the video, a crowd has gathered in a field, all eyes fixed on a distant cliff. As the camera pans, we catch a glimpse of what's captured everyone's attention: a tall, white humanoid figure standing eerily still. This figure, draped in what looks like a flowing white cloak, radiates an unsettling presence. The crowd is visibly shocked, whispering amongst themselves, convinced that they're witnessing the apparition of the Virgin Mary. The figure remains motionless until the very end of the clip, where we catch a slight movement that sends a shiver down my spine. Now, I can't help but feel a bit skeptical. Could this all just be an elaborate prank? I mean, who would go through the trouble of dressing up like that and standing on a mountain, so far from the very people they aim to scare? What do you think? There's nothing quite like enjoying a baseball match with your family. It's a memorable experience on its own. But imagine how unforgettable it would be if you spotted an unknown flying object in the sky. Well, that's exactly what happened to one lucky dad. This intriguing video was recorded by a father who was out with his family, soaking in the excitement of a baseball game. While capturing the action, he noticed something unusual lurking in the sky and quickly panned the camera toward it. What he captured is nothing short of astonishing. A saucer-like object hovering just above a tree. This mysterious craft is adorned with lights all along its base, seemingly lurking behind the tree, as if it's stealthily watching the humans play their game. Now, you might be tempted to think this could be just a drone, but considering the distance from which the video was shot, it seems way too large to be one. It's almost as if aliens are curious about our baseball games and how they unfold. Have you ever heard of the mysterious beast known as the yowie? Similar to Bigfoot, the yowie is said to be a large ape-like creature spotted by numerous hikers and campers in Australia, and this video provides a glimpse of one such encounter. This video was filmed by a camper near Mate's Rest in the Australian outback, and it captures a tense moment in the woods. As the camper investigates some strange sounds near a tree, suddenly the tree comes crashing down. Startled, the camper rushes towards the fallen tree, hoping to uncover the source of the disturbance. To their astonishment, a large humanoid creature covered in hair emerges from behind the trees and quickly disappears into the wilderness. Though the camera only captures a fleeting glimpse of the creature, it bears a striking resemblance to eyewitness descriptions of the yowie. A legendary creature said to inhabit the Australian outback. While many are familiar with Bigfoot, encountering another mysterious creature like the yowie adds a whole new level of fear and mystery to our wilderness. This next clip is one of those moments where our mind questions whether it's just a coincidence, but our eyes beg to differ. Uploaded on Instagram by a user claiming to have captured a real ghostly figure, the video presents a view of the woods from a distance. Everything appears serene until you spot a mysterious black figure standing amidst the trees. Initially, it could be mistaken for a shadow cast by branches or foliage. However, in the video, when an animal, likely a dog, approaches, the figure appears to move. It bears a humanoid appearance with slender legs and a hunched-over body, resembling the silhouette of a petite person. As the dogs pass by, the figure mysteriously vanishes into thin air, leaving us confused and unsettled. To me, this creature appears ghostly or spectral in nature. What are your thoughts on this intriguing sighting? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. This video serves as a stark reminder why you should always keep your gates locked, even in areas with a supposed 0% crime rate. Captured by a house security camera in India late at night, the footage reveals an unsettling sight. The camera focuses on the entrance gate, which mysteriously stands open. Within moments, a strange humanoid figure strolls in, walking straight into the house before the video abruptly ends. The figure's eerie demeanor and appearance leave viewers unsettled. It possesses a humanoid body, yet devoid of any facial features, and its entire form is ghostly white. The family whose home security camera captured this disturbing event searched every nook and cranny of their house, but found no trace of the intruder. It's a weird and terrifying thought that such a non-human entity could simply stroll into your home uninvited. If I were in their shoes, I'd seriously consider selling the house and moving elsewhere. There's no way I could feel safe knowing something like that had crossed my threshold. Motherly love knows no bounds, and this video beautifully illustrates the unbreakable bond between a mother and her child, even if it's the animal kingdom. During a road trip, a family stumbled upon a touching scene where a frightened fawn puppy was stranded in the middle of the road. As they filmed the scene, the mother deer gracefully entered the frame. Instantly, the baby fawn found newfound strength at the sight of its mama. With a burst of courage, the once frightened and weak fawn rose to its feet and followed its mother's lead, step by precious step. It was like witnessing a miracle unfold before their eyes. Witnessing the transformative power of a mother's presence was truly touching. Initially scared and weak, the fawn gained newfound courage and confidence upon reuniting with its mother. Even in the animal kingdom, the bond between a mother and her offspring is unbreakable and life-changing. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Nature has a way of surprising us with its beauty, but sometimes it throws us a curveball that literally makes us wonder if the end of days is near.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué está bien esa nube?
This captivating video from Australia showcases an unusual cloud formation resembling patterns of cotton strewn across the sky. The surreal sight may appear enchanting to some, yet for others, it instills a sense of unease at the unknown. However, fear not. These clouds aren't a sign of impending doomsday. They're actually a rare phenomenon known as Mamus Clouds. These clouds are pouch-like structures hanging gracefully in the sky. Despite their ominous appearance, contrary to popular belief, they don't signal the onset of a tornado. Instead, they often appear after the fiercest part of a thunderstorm has passed. Whatever their significance, there's no denying that these clouds look like something straight out of a science fiction movie. Nature never fails to keep us on our toes, offering up wonders that both inspire awe and ignite our imagination. This recent YouTube upload has left viewers scratching their heads in confusion and intrigue. The footage takes us to a beach in Japan, where something truly bizarre lurks beneath the sand. Initially resembling an odd, decorative rock, the object suddenly springs to life upon being touched by the cameraman. What was once mistaken for a mere rock now reveals itself as a dragon-like head adorned with intricate scales, fiery red eyes, and a formidable mouth resembling that of a dragon. Every detail of its visage bears an uncanny resemblance to the mythical creature. Things take a startling turn when the cameraman dares to poke the creature, prompting the creature's mouth to open, and it launches a sudden attack, narrowly missing its target. As it moves, its remaining body becomes visible, concealed within the sand. The creature's aggressive movements and fish-like behavior suggest it may belong to some fish species of aquatic life, yet I'm at a loss as to what this dragon-like creature could be. Is it a mythical dragon reborn in our world, now dwelling beneath the waves? Ever witnessed a showdown in the animal kingdom that ends in a rare double knockout?
Silêncio, silêncio, vem ver. Cara, impressionante, nunca vi isso na minha vida.
Yes, you saw that. They both went down. This video captures a dramatic clash between two formidable adversaries, the mighty crocodile and a slippery mudwater electric eel. The battle kicks off when the croc seizes the eel as it attempts to slither onto land. Despite the eel's attempts to wiggle free, the crocodile's grip remains firm. However, after a few tense moments of struggle, something unexpected happens. The crocodile and the eel both suddenly collapse. Both the eel and the crocodile lie motionless. seemingly rendered unconscious by the intensity of the fight. To me, it appears that the eel succumbed to the crocodile's powerful bite, while the crocodile fell victim to the electric shock delivered by the eel. However, the confusing aspect of this encounter is how a mighty crocodile could be incapacitated by the electric shock of a seemingly small eel. Intrigued by this unexpected outcome, I delved into some research and discovered that a healthy electric eel can produce an astonishing 300-400 volts or more than enough to stop a crocodile's heart in its tracks. So it seems the crocodile picked the wrong opponent that day, resulting in an extraordinary double knockout that defies expectations. If you thought the last encounter was mind-blowing, just wait until you feast your eyes on this one.
And I should have realized that those people that were in front of us, that I was effectively following.
This video, captured in Kansas by a hiker, begins with confusion as the hiker notices other hikers recording something on the ground. Upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that all eyes are fixed on a gripping scene where a showdown between a snake and a tarantula was going on. In this epic battle, the tarantula emerges victorious, effortlessly dragging the snake along with it. The tarantula's grip is strong, and despite the snake's movements indicating it's still alive, it struggles to break free. With remarkable power and force, the tarantula carries its defeated foe, likely intending to enjoy it as a meal later on. Tarantulas are known for their agility and quick reflexes, making them formidable opponents in one-on-one encounters like this. Against such a skilled predator, even a snake, as nimble as the one in the video, stands little chance of emerging victorious. It's a testament to the raw power and cunning of the natural world. I've always had a fear of dark corners and places, and whenever someone questions why, I show them this spine-chilling clip I stumbled upon on Instagram. Filmed in Bangalore, India, the video captures footage from a security camera. As it unfolds, a mysterious figure emerges from the darkness, seemingly trying to conceal itself from the camera's gaze. The figure, resembling a humanoid woman in a white dress, appears translucent, like a ghost or spirit. After lingering in the shadows for a while, the figure suddenly transforms into a flash of smoke and zooms skyward before the video cuts off. Witnessing a spirit materialize and ascend into the sky is undoubtedly a terrifying sight. However, some viewers who have already seen the video are skeptical, labeling it as fake. While I understand their doubts, there are aspects that make me question its authenticity. The transition as the figure ascends feels slightly off, but on the other hand, the seamless blending of the ghost with the background suggests it could be genuine. Regardless of its authenticity, this video gives me another reason for illumination in every corner of my home. After all, who knows what else lurks in the shadows? Ever seen a bug so bizarre that it makes you question whether nature is playing tricks on you? This fascinating video originates from Canada and showcases a truly bizarre bug discovered by an entomologist. At first glance, the bug resembles a dried up flower, but upon poking it, it springs to life, attacking the cameraman's thumb with its menacing arms. It's reminiscent of a mantis in its appearance and behavior. After delving into some research, I uncovered that this intriguing creature is none other than the devil's flower mantis, belonging to a monotypic genus of praying mantises in the family Impicidae. It's one of the largest species of its kind, possibly the largest that mimics a flower. As observed in the video, these mantises are notably aggressive, using their claw-like arms like hammers when they feel threatened. Nature's repertoire never fails to astound. From its strange creatures to their remarkable adaptations, it's a constant source of wonder and amazement. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Imagine stepping outside your home, admiring the beauty of the sky, and deciding to capture it on video. But as you're recording, something catches your eye. A mysterious flying object soaring above your house. Seems terrifying, right? That's exactly what happened in this clip.
What is that?
What?
Hailing from the UK, this video showcases a massive meteoroid-like object gliding through the sky. It's accompanied by a bright trailing light and moves at a relatively slow pace, ruling out the possibility of it being a typical meteoroid. The woman behind the camera was also understandably confused and a bit scared by the sight. This object, shaped like a teardrop, appears remarkably large, even from a considerable distance. I would be scared as well if I saw that on the sky, reminding me that maybe this was the last thing the dinosaurs also observed before their demise. Ever wondered what it would be like to witness a real-life version of the classic mobile snake game, where a snake biting itself means game over? What you just witnessed was an albino snake inadvertently biting itself while attempting to strike at a mouse. The sight of an albino snake in itself is quite remarkable, but to see it accidentally harm itself adds a whole new layer of uniqueness to the video. As the snake keeper introduces a mouse into the snake enclosure, the snake eagerly lunges towards its prey, only to mistakenly attack itself in the process. With its fangs embedded in its own body, the snake writhes and coils in agony, creating a truly strange and unsettling scene. It's almost reminiscent of those classic snake mobile games where biting oneself leads to defeat. However, in this case, it's not just a game. It's a real-life scenario with potentially dire consequences. Hopefully, this rare albino snake will recover without any lasting harm, as losing such a specimen would be a significant loss for the keeper. Calling all Bigfoot enthusiasts, this next clip hails straight from Osawatomie, Kansas. This video was captured by a local during his morning jog. The video offers a glimpse of distant fields, with a strange sight among them where we can see a hairy humanoid figure casually strolling. This figure is covered in thick black fur, and its gait resembles that of a human. While some viewers are quick to dub it the legendary Bigfoot, I remain somewhat skeptical. To me, this being appears more like a human wearing a Bigfoot costume. The creature's height seems notably smaller than typical Bigfoot sightings, and the bagginess of the costume is evident in the video, giving it away. However, I must admit, if there's even a tiny chance that this could be genuine, maybe it's an old and worn out Bigfoot, then it's certainly a fascinating discovery worth considering. My friends often wonder why I avoid joining them on cave explorations, but little do they know that videos like this exist on the internet. The creature you just saw was discovered in a coastal mountain cave in Canada, and let me tell you, it's unlike anything we've ever seen before. Right from the start of the video, you can tell it's something out of the video. Its bulging form and bizarre body texture are a dead giveaway, and those fins? They're unlike any fins I've ever seen before. They almost resemble fingers. My best guess, given the sound of water in the background and the appearance of those fins, is that it's some kind of aquatic creature washed up in the cave. It's as if it's a cross between a fish and a frog, but with a multitude of mutations thrown into the mix. Encounters like these make me think twice about venturing into the depths of cave. Who knows what otherworldly creatures might be lurking in the darkness below? Home intrusion is already a chilling experience, but when it's perpetrated by someone who appears anything but human, the fear escalates to a whole new level. This video, shared as a YouTube short by a homeowner, recounts their spine-tingling encounter. After discovering their bathroom window mysteriously opened, the homeowner decided to review their security camera footage, and what they saw left them utterly shocked and terrified. In the footage, a strange humanoid creature can be seen attempting to gain entry through the window. The creature reaches its hand inside the window and begins to crawl in with its eerie gaze, scanning the surroundings. Its bizarre appearance, with rag-like textured skin and an unsettling face reminiscent of scarecrows made from old rags, is quite unsettling. Just as it's about to fully enter the room, the video abruptly enters the room. In the face of such a mysterious intruder, my advice would be to waste no time. It's better to err on the side of caution and ensure the safety of both oneself and one's property. Here's another video that reaffirms why cave exploring can be downright terrifying, especially for those with a faint heart like myself. Captured by a group of friends during their cave exploration expedition, this footage reveals a chilling sight: a massive bat-like creature hanging upside down from the cave ceiling. This creature is unlike any bat we've ever seen. Its size alone is enough to raise alarm bells. While the average bat typically measures no more than 6 to 7 inches, the one in the video appears to be a staggering 4 to 5 feet in length. While it's possible that the camera's zoom feature may be distorting the creature's size, casting it in a larger-than-life light, the thought of a human-sized vampire bat lurking in the shadows is enough to send shivers down the spine. Just imagine the horror if this creature were to awaken from its sleep and launch an attack on these unsuspecting cave explorers. The mere thought is enough to instill fear in even the bravest of us. If the sight of worms makes your skin crawl, I'd advise you to skip ahead. But if you're unfazed, brace yourself for what's to come. What you just witnessed isn't a scene from a zombie movie, but rather a real-life video captured in Hyderabad, India, showcasing a swarm of millipedes in action. In the footage, thousands of millipedes can be seen crawling over one another, moving swiftly and seemingly in unison towards their destination. The sheer number of them is enough to give anyone the creeps, as they resemble a disgusting mass of worms. But why are these millipedes out in action, terrorizing people? These particular millipedes, known as Streptogonopus, engage in mass mating rituals at the onset of the monsoon season. After mating and laying their eggs, the adults perish, leaving behind swarms of larvae that move in synchronized motion, as seen in the video. Even more intriguing is their resilience. If disturbed, they simply regroup and continue their collective journey. While some may find them fascinating, others, like myself, wouldn't hesitate to burn them all if they came close to our property. Snakes with one head were terrifying enough, but nature seems determined to raise the difficulty level by spawning snakes with 2 heads now. This video from San Joaquin Valley, California, presents a truly rare sight where a 2-headed snake is caught in the act of eating. Both heads of the snake can be seen with what appears to be baby rats or similar prey in their mouths. Despite having 2 heads sharing a singular lower body, The snake manages to feed from both mouths simultaneously, and surprisingly, both heads function effectively. Two-headed snakes are an exceptionally rare trait among snakes, with only a minute percentage, approximately 0.1%. Being born with this anomaly, this unique occurrence is a result of a mutation process known as bicephaly, where bi refers to two and cephaly refers to heads. Having two heads not only means the snake requires double the sustenance, but also entails coordinating two brains to operate the body's systems. This can pose significant challenges for these snakes in terms of thriving and surviving without complications. Nevertheless, watching this video now, I can't help but wonder about the awesomeness of owning a two-headed pet snake. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Scientists claim that the era of massive, lumbering dinosaurs roaming the Earth has long passed, but this video seems to suggest otherwise.
Bro, what is this? Look at that.
Poke its neck.
Neck. Look. Oh, fuck!
Uploaded by a Reddit user, confused by their encounter, the footage captures a truly bizarre reptilian creature perched atop a vehicle. At first glance, it bears a striking resemblance to a dinosaur with its long neck and a small lower body, a mini dino, if you will. It even has a slender tail to complete the picture. As the video goes on, the uploader cautiously decides to poke the creature with a stick, curious about its reaction. To their surprise, the creature swiftly attacks the stick when it's brought near its mouth. Zooming in, we get a glimpse of its eerie, almost alien-like teeth surrounding its jaws. Undeterred, the uploader tries again, only for the creature to twist its head 90 degrees and snap at the stick with surprising agility. This sudden movement sends the uploader into a panic, and the video abruptly ends. This strange, aggressive creature with its unsettlingly eerie teeth leaves us wondering, could it be an alien visitor from another world? Or perhaps a long-lost dinosaur re-emerging after millions of years? Lucky or just quick thinking? You be the judge.
Hey! 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 Ooh! Hey! Hey!
This heart-pounding video comes from Canada and captures a hair-raising moment between two bikers and one of nature's most formidable creatures. In the footage, we see two bikers, one with a GoPro capturing the scene, and the other dealing with a stick stuck in his tire. Suddenly, their peaceful ride is interrupted by a menacing presence emerging from the nearby woods. They both react with panicked screams as a massive bear charges towards them. With adrenaline pumping, the cyclist in front desperately tries to remove the stick from his tire while also shouting to frighten off the bear. Miraculously, their efforts pay off as the bear stops its charge inches away from the biker and retreats back into the safety of the woods. It's a close call, but the way these two handled the situation is truly impressive. It seems like they were born ready to face challenges like this head-on. This video takes us on a spine-chilling journey deep into the roads of the Indonesian forest region. Captured by a car's dash cam during the eerie silence of the night, the footage reveals a disturbing encounter on a desolate forest road. In the video, a car comes face to face with a figure sitting ominously in the middle of the road. With long hair obscuring its features, the figure appears to be a woman. But that's not the only unsettling aspect. Suddenly, the woman stands up from the ground and begins to walk backward toward the car. The unnatural look of her backward walk is truly chilling, prompting the driver to reverse the car in fear. After a haunting stroll, the woman ventures into the bushes on the roadside. While the scene is undeniably terrifying, I am a bit skeptical about it. Could this be a drunk or drugged individual lost in a nightmarish state? Or perhaps the video is cleverly reversed, manufactured for attention or promotion? Who would emerge victorious in a showdown between two of the jungle's two wildest cousins?
Oh my god.
That's classic, isn't it?
I got it.
This gripping footage hails from Glacier National Park and was captured by a group of intrepid hikers. In the video, a formidable grizzly bear is seen in hot pursuit of none other than its cousin, a black bear. With adrenaline pumping, the black bear quickly assesses its options and makes a daring move by scrambling up a nearby tree. The grizzly, undeterred by the challenge, attempts to follow, but struggles due to its sheer size. Meanwhile, the black bear effortlessly climbs to the tree's peak within seconds, showcasing its remarkable agility. It's a captivating sight, highlighting the surprising nimbleness of these black bears. I can only hope that after this encounter, any disputes between the bears were peacefully resolved, allowing each to return to their respective dens, happy and unharmed. Imagine moving to a new farmhouse near the woods, only to have an unexpected visitor lurking in your backyard.
If you can see it, there they are.
In this video, a dad recounts the unsettling experience of spotting a man standing in the distance, silently observing their family as they explored their new backyard. Both the kids and his wife confirmed the sighting, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Determined to investigate further, they venture to the spot where they first spotted the mysterious figure. To their shock, the man is still there, wearing a blue hoodie and black jeans, his gaze fixed directly at the camera. The father's unease is palpable as he expresses concern over the stranger's presence and vows to look into the matter. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the unknown can be closer than we think. With such uncertainty, it's best to err on the side of caution and seek help from authorities. Diving in the deep blue sea comes with its fair share of surprises, but who would have thought worms would be on the list? In this video captured by two adventurous divers, they find themselves face to face with a worm as they explore the waters. Initially, the encounter seems ordinary, until the worm suddenly starts thrashing around wildly. Startled and caught off guard, one of the divers tries to fend off the aggressive worm with their hand, only to provoke an even more intense response. The worm charges towards the diver, prompting a panicked flurry of punches in self-defense. Eventually, the worm retreats into the depths, leaving the divers bewildered and amused by the bizarre encounter. The thing that made me fall off my chair laughing was when one of the divers jokingly said that it could be the infamous coronavirus. Whatever the creature's intentions, its aggressive behavior left the divers both startled and entertained by the unexpected underwater drama. This next clip gives us a glimpse into why big cats reign supreme in the animal kingdom. This video comes from the Decay zone of Corbett Tiger Reserve, and it captures a tigress carrying a live chital fawn to her hungry cubs. The tigress moves with majestic confidence, knowing that she holds the upper hand in the food chain. Despite the fawn's struggles, it remains firmly within the tigress's grasp as she heads towards her awaiting cubs. While it's undeniably heart-wrenching to witness the fawn's fate, it serves as a stark reminder of the harsh realities of nature. Survival in the wild hinges on the predator-prey dynamic, where animals must hunt to sustain themselves and their young. As difficult as it may be to watch, interfering with this natural cycle would disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems. Nature's ways may sometimes seem brutal, but they are essential for the survival of species and the preservation of the intricate web of life on our planet. Attention all Bigfoot enthusiasts. Prepare to bolster your evidence and convince the skeptics that this legendary creature is indeed real. At first glance, it resembles a gorilla or an ape, but given that this was recorded in the Acadian forest of Canada, I'm sure that's not the case. This creature stands tall and possesses a humanoid posture, moving through the bushes in a distinctly human-like manner. The video was taken from a hidden spot, unbeknownst to the creature. However, a sudden noise from the hiker alerted the humanoid figure, causing it to become agitated. In a chilling display, the creature began growling in a deeply unsettling voice, prompting the hiker to flee in fear. This creature perfectly fits the description of what many refer to as Bigfoot, adding yet another intriguing piece to the puzzle of its existence. Do you think this video? Now we've got a clip straight from a remote African village, and let me tell you, it's downright unsettling. What you just witnessed isn't some extraterrestrial being dropped off by an alien ship. It's a Caine mutant. This mutated pig's appearance is quite eerie, with a dog-like lower body and a humanoid head. The mutation has twisted its facial features, giving it a human-like nose, tongue, and eyes. It's especially unnerving to see its mouth hanging open with the tongue sticking out. At first glance, we might have all mistaken it for an alien, but it's actually a baby pig, unfortunately born with disabilities and mutations. Creatures like this mutant often have short lives, as their abnormalities make it difficult for them to survive. Even though this creature seems straight out of a nightmare, I hope it found ease of life after this video was taken, and that local authorities provided the care it needed. This video serves as a reminder of why it's crucial to always close your car doors, especially when you live near wooded areas. An unexpected guest hopped inside the car of a man, and he was too afraid to go open it directly, so he came up with a plan to open the door with a string. The strategy proves successful. With the door swinging open, the frantic bear makes a swift escape back into the woods. While the homeowner's decision to release the animal appears noble, the aftermath isn't quite as rosy. Driven by panic and the instinct to search for food, the trapped bear wreaked havoc on the car interior. This close encounter serves as a stark reminder. Leaving your car unlocked in areas frequented by wildlife can have unexpected consequences. The homeowner will likely think twice about leaving their car unsecured in the future. Imagine taking a stroll in your neighborhood after a rainy day, and suddenly you stumble upon this thing. Like me, your first thought might be to get rid of it as quick as possible, maybe by burning it or squishing it under your shoe. However, a closer look reveals a fascinating phenomenon in nature. This circular cluster is actually a group of black caterpillars engaged in a unique behavior called a rolling swarm. Each caterpillar moves at a slightly different pace. Those on top continuously climb over their neighbors, creating a conveyor belt effect. This means the ones in the second layer go twice as fast, but then, once they make it to the front, they have to slow down again as they make their way back to the bottom. With all this going on, it creates this ring-like shape. Even though it's somewhat natural, it still gives me the chills. Get ready for a journey back to World War right from the heart of a German army camp. In the footage you just witnessed, we see a German army camp where troops stumbled upon a truly bizarre and unsettling creature during a routine patrol. This creature gave off vibes of a humanoid mixed with a wolf, resembling something out of a werewolf tale. Towering in height, it boasted sharp, ferocious-looking teeth. The German soldiers were understandably puzzled and intrigued by their discovery, as captured in the video where they attempted to document the creature. Now, some skeptics might suggest that the footage was digitally manipulated, and we can't rule that out. but it still looks intriguing. If indeed genuine, this footage forces us to confront the possibility that creatures akin to werewolves may have roamed among us. They say you are what you eat, and after watching this video, I'm inclined to agree wholeheartedly. The snake featured in this footage isn't your typical porcupine snake. Those spikes covering its body tell a different story. In reality, the snake had engaged in a fierce battle with a porcupine, and the aftermath is quite evident. Despite emerging victorious and managing to devour the porcupine, the snake bears the consequences of its meal. Its entire body is now adorned with porcupine quills, causing it visible discomfort and pain as it moves sluggishly. The video was captured by a passerby who noticed the snake after their dog began barking at it. Already impaled by the porcupine's quills, the snake found itself further agitated by the dog's barking and movement. In a defensive response, the snake opened its mouth, revealing even more quills embedded inside. It seems the snake received instant karma for attempting to prey on a porcupine, and it's unlikely to pursue another creature for its meal anytime soon. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Forest fires not only devastate trees and landscapes, but also leave a heart-wrenching impact on the creatures that call the forest home. The wombat appears burned and vulnerable, with patches of charred skin and its fur damaged. It seems disoriented, unsure of where to find food in this barren landscape. Wildfires are sadly common occurrences in Australia, claiming the lives of countless wild animals, including iconic species like kangaroos and koalas. And I'm sure we have all heard of the intensity of the fire that happened recently in Australia. This is its result. Witnessing these adorable creatures left homeless and hungry is truly heartbreaking. Fortunately, the biker who filmed this encounter came prepared, offering water to the distressed wombat before capturing the footage. Let's hope this resilient little creature eventually finds the nourishment and shelter it desperately needs during these challenging times. Curious about what my sleep paralysis demon goat looks like. This weird goat clip surfaced on Facebook, shared by a page called Anadoonline, sparking a wave of unease and fascination within the community. But fear not, this goat isn't some devil spawn or extraterrestrial being. It's actually a mutant goat from India. Surprisingly, this goat has garnered local celebrity status and is even worshipped in India due to its oddly human-like face. It's believed to have been born with a rare mutation called cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. So why the worship? Well, in Hindu religion, goats hold significant importance and are considered holy. Hence, this goat, with its human-like face, is regarded as even more special. Despite its fame, this poor goat may struggle with everyday tasks like eating and breathing due to its mutation. Let's hope its life becomes easier as it grows older. Absolutely adore trail cameras because they capture moments like this that we couldn't possibly witness otherwise. Did something about this fox strike you as odd or out of place? If so, your instincts were spot on. This isn't your everyday fox. The Samson red fox is a rare mutant strain found in northwestern Europe. Unlike typical red foxes, they lack long guard hairs, giving them a somewhat hairless appearance. However, the fox in the video still has some hair on its body, making it a unique find. These foxes may appear a bit different, with sharper facial features and a slightly hunched posture, but their behavior and life functions remain similar to regular foxes. Every creature on this planet is unique, but perhaps none more so than the bizarre black goat born in Sultanpur, India. Its resemblance to ancient Greek mythology is uncanny. In this brief clip, you witnessed a goat born with a condition known as cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. Instead of two distinct eyes, this goat's eyes are fused together, creating one large eye in the middle of its face. This striking feature gives the goat the appearance of a mythical creature from ancient tales. The farmers on whose farm this goat was born were left stunned and weirded by its unusual appearance. Even the owner, with a decade of experience as a goat farmer, admitted to never encountering anything like it before. While it's a natural occurrence, the sheer oddity of this baby goat has sparked various reactions, with some viewers even likening it to an alien creature. Adding to the intrigue, the goat's mother and older siblings are completely normal. Despite its unusual appearance, the owner assures that the goat is living a healthy and normal life, defying any concerns about its well-being. Have you ever heard of airborne snake deliveries? Believe it or not, this video shows an eagle performing a swift drop of a snake onto an unsuspecting onlooker. It's unclear if the eagle had a prior altercation with the onlooker, leading to a perceived act of revenge. Alternatively, perhaps the eagle was simply presenting an unusual gift in the form of the snake. After dropping the reptile, the eagle flies away. Surprisingly, the person receiving this unexpected package remains remarkably calm, even panning the camera to capture the confused snake wriggling on the ground. This encounter definitely adds a new twist to the idea of watching out for the birds. Now, who knows, maybe we'll all need to be wary of raining snakes after seeing this. We all know frogs as calm creatures, simply sitting on lily pads and eating bugs. However, this clip will do a complete turnaround on your perception. Yep, frogs can be like this. This feisty frog has a whole snake in its mouth, and it's going in for the full swallow. The frog's stance is impressive, legs spread wide for stability. The snake? Not having a good time. It's wriggling like crazy to escape, but those froggy jaws are strong. Fun fact, most frogs are toothless. This means our determined amphibian friend is trying to gulp down the snake whole. No chewing involved. The close-up shot shows just how focused this frog is. It's not giving up that snack anytime soon. Maybe next time you see a frog in your yard, you'll think twice before shooing it away. If you hate bugs or insects, this video is not for you, so I recommend skipping it. In the video, a group of friends encounter a strange cave opening. Hesitant at first, one friend decides to enter. Inside, he disturbs a swarm of thousands of flying insects. These insects erupt in a frenzy, their vast numbers completely obscuring the man from sight. The swarm exits the cave in response to the disruption. Seeing the insects and feeling them on his body, the friend inside attempts to escape, but seeks refuge deeper in the cave due to the overwhelming presence. Initially confused about the insect's identity, my research revealed these cave swarmers to be sand flies, more common than you think and similar in appearance to mosquitoes. Sand flies are also bloodsuckers, but this concern likely paled in comparison to the immediate threat of the insects entering the friend's nose or ears, which could cause significant damage. This video adds another fear to my list of reasons to avoid venturing into caves. Mother Nature throws us curveballs every now and then, and this intriguing video is a prime example. It showcases a strange creature inching its way across a tree branch. At first glance, you might mistake it for a grasshopper, but a closer look reveals something entirely different. The creature's body resembles a tangle of thin bones, moving in a slow, laborious manner. Its grasshopper-like form takes an unusual turn with a strangely textured, hairless body. Long legs and prominent antennae complete its bizarre appearance. The internet is abuzz with speculation. Some viewers find an uncanny resemblance to the skeletal devil horses depicted in movies. Could this be a new species, an unknown life form, or perhaps even a visitor from beyond our world? Prepare to witness a scene that'll have you checking your own closets twice. The video opens on a seemingly ordinary room. The only point of interest is a large wardrobe, its dark presence dominating the frame. Each bang creaking the wardrobe door open a fraction further. As the knocking abruptly stops, the camera person understandably on edge. The wardrobe is completely empty. Unexplained phenomena, or a cleverly concealed trick? This eerie video ignites the age-old debate. Are we witnessing a genuine encounter with the paranormal, or something more down to earth? My friends think skydiving is awesome, always trying to drag me along. But nope. This video is my ultimate proof of why I fear it. Many things can go wrong. The cameraman jumps to, capturing the terrifying scene behind him. The other plane, wingless, plummeting towards the ground. We also see a view from the diver jumping from the plane that just crashed into the other. From that view, we can see that after the plane collided, all the divers jumped off and scattered in the air. Thankfully, these were trained professionals. Each had a parachute, their only hope for a safe landing. Anyway, this is why I stick to the ground. We all know plants are alive, but have you ever seen one take a walk? A branch with leaves is moving and grooving. It scoots across the pavement like it has tiny feet. At first, you might think it's some sneaky leaf bugs in disguise. But zoom in closer, and it's clear. These are real leaves, firmly attached to the branch. The most puzzling part? Other leaves are scattered around, perfectly still. So what's making this one take a stroll? Is it magic? A mischievous wind spirit? The answer might be simpler. Wind could be playing tricks, pushing the branch in a way that makes it look like it's walking. But hey, that doesn't stop the mystery. Ever seen a bird that looks like it came straight out of hell? There's a weird video going crazy on TikTok. It shows a strange bird people are calling the opium bird. They say it's the first one ever seen in Antarctica. In the video, the bird looks totally out of place. It's big and covered in white fur, with a long beak and eyes that seem empty. The whole thing is just kinda creepy, and it just sits there. But hold on, this bird might not be all it seems. The video actually has 3 clips showing different opium birds, and all of them have something red dripping from their beaks. Plus, the whole look of the bird seems a bit unreal. Turns out, this whole thing was a trick. The opium bird isn't real. It was created using special effects computers. So while the video might make you jump at first, there's no need to worry about a monster bird hanging out in Antarctica. An anonymous viewer sent me this image through email, saying that they found it online. No source added. They said they thought this is the best image they've seen of Bigfoot. I have to say that indeed this is the clearest image of Bigfoot. If it is indeed Bigfoot, or if it is indeed real and not some artificial intelligence image. The body covered in fur seems massive, although I am not sure how close to the camera it is. But the face leans more into a canine creature. I am not sure what to make of this. What do you think? And if any of you have any more interesting footage, send them to the email in the description. This video will send shivers down your spine. It captures the terrifying experience of a homeowner who woke up in the middle of the night feeling thirsty. But instead of a refreshing drink, he got a major scare. The video shows a 911 call made by the homeowner after spotting a strange figure outside his window.
Hi, yeah, and he's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now.
In the dead of night, a tall man, shrouded in a hoodie, stands motionless, staring intently into the house. The homeowner describes to 911 that he was being stalked for over 30 minutes by this unsettling figure. Imagine being in that situation. The homeowner's fear and confusion are completely understandable. Also, my mind is rushing with questions like, what does this person want? Why are they here in the middle of the night? Could they be dangerous? The time of night and the intensity of the stare make it undeniably creepy. This heart-stopping video, captured by a hiker's helmet camera, showcases the importance of staying alert on the trails. The footage takes us on a bumpy ride through a Canadian forest as the hiker enjoys the twists and turns of a narrow trail on his quad bike. But the thrill takes a sharp turn when he spots a large black bear resting right next to the track. The initial glance might have caused the hiker to brush it off, but a second look reveals the potential danger. Thankfully, the bear seems uninterested in a chase and remains calmly seated. Some viewers speculate that the bear, perhaps surprised by the fast-approaching quad bike, opted to let the moment pass. This close encounter serves as a crucial reminder for anyone venturing into bear country. Be alert and aware of your surroundings. So the next time you hit the hiking trails, add "look out for lurking bears" to your checklist. And remember, a healthy dose of caution can go a long way in ensuring a safe and enjoyable outdoor adventure. This video will leave you scratching your head and maybe a little queasy. It features a bizarre phenomenon captured at a Texas park after heavy flooding. The scene, hundreds of earthworms, clumped together in mysterious balls right in the middle of the road. Over 30 of these worm balls were found scattered across the pavement, leaving park staff and viewers utterly bewildered. But what caused this unusual behavior? Theories ran wild, with some suggesting paranormal activity or even aliens. Thankfully, Texas Parks and Wildlife offered a more down-to-earth explanation. Earthworms are usually underground dwellers, but during heavy rain, saturated soil can force them to the surface. To protect themselves from the elements and communicate with each other, they huddle together in these strange clusters. While the scientific explanation solves the mystery, it doesn't stop some viewers from finding these worm balls disturbing and disgusting. Calling all Bigfoot believers, this high-quality video from Canada has sparked a frenzy of speculation. Captured by a hiker on his trek through the woods, the footage shows what appears to be a large, bear-like creature resting in the distance. The initial glimpse might lead you to believe it's a bear, but upon closer inspection, things get interesting. The creature's massive size and thick black fur are evident, and the way its head seems seamlessly connected to its lower body, visible through the branches, adds to the mystery. The lack of a clear facial view fuels the debate. Some viewers suggest it could be a gorilla or ape species, but as we know, Canada isn't home to those primates. This naturally leads many to the thrilling possibility. The video is sure to ignite discussions among Bigfoot enthusiasts. But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to consider other possibilities. The blurry line between mystery and reality is what makes this video so captivating. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video will have you questioning your own eyes. This video, captured in the snowy woods of Russia, has sparked a heated debate on Reddit. In it, the camera isn't focused on the picturesque scenery, but rather on a strange figure lurking in the distance. A snow-covered shape, seemingly blending in with the frozen branches, appears to be staring directly at the camera. As the figure shifts slightly, details emerge. To me, it looks like a bizarre humanoid creature, covered in thick fur and encrusted with snow. A faint downward slope to its form even suggests a creepy smile. But is it really a mysterious being or something more mundane? There's a chance it could simply be a pile of frozen branches, cleverly camouflaged and swaying slightly in the breeze. However, the possibility of a cryptid sighting keeps the debate alive. What do you think? This video is a chilling reminder why they say Sunshine State with a shady side in Florida. The clip, captured from a car's dashboard camera, shows a seemingly ordinary scene. A driver approaching a flooded section of the road. The driver decides to test the water's depth by tossing out an empty water bottle. The water erupts in a frenzy as a large alligator lunges for the bottle, jaws snapping aggressively. This sneaky gator was lurking unseen beneath the surface, camouflaged perfectly by the murky water. The unsuspecting bottle triggered its hunting instincts, sending it into a surprising attack. After its failed attempt to snatch lunch, the gator disappears just as quickly, vanishing back into the depths. Florida's puddles can be more dangerous than they appear. These powerful predators might be lurking beneath the surface, waiting for an opportunity to strike. So next time you're in Florida, especially near water, proceed with caution. You never know what surprises might be waiting just out of sight. This video from Coronado Island has people buzzing about a real-life, unidentified flying object sighting.
I don't know how well you can see that. That's in the sky, above the ocean.
The clip shows a strange, otherworldly creature soaring through the sky in the distance. It's got a mysterious vibe, with lots of wiggling tentacles that kind of resemble a giant flying prawn. The way it flaps its tentacles to fly is truly fascinating to watch. Despite the distance, the creature seems pretty big. Now, some viewers are saying it's just fancy computer-generated imagery effects, but the way it moves and blends into the sky looks pretty real to me. Plus, who can deny the resemblance to those fantastical creatures from Pokemon? This video is definitely sparking some serious is it real or not debates. One thing's for sure, it'll leave you scratching your head and wondering what's really out there. Filmed in a village bordering an African forest, this clip captures a real-life encounter straight out of a fever dream nightmare. We see a villager desperately scrambling up a tree, pursued by a full-grown lion. Determined to reach its prey, launches itself at the tree trunk. With surprising agility, the lion rears up and places its massive paws on the bark, attempting to climb after the villager. Claws outstretched, it stretches its entire body in a terrifying display of power. Thankfully for the villager, the climb proves too difficult. Lions aren't exactly known for their tree climbing skills, and this particular tree doesn't offer the ideal branches for them. The video ends with the lion struggling, unable to reach its target. It's a close call for both the villager and the viewers left breathless by the encounter. One wrong move, and things could have turned disastrous. This spooky TikTok video has viewers wondering if a paranormal dance partner has merged. The clip features a girl attempting a viral dance trend, showcasing her moves with enthusiasm. Things take a chilling turn. A shadowy figure appears upstairs, peeking over the railing directly behind her. The girl lets out a gasp and sprints away, camera in hand. The source of her fright? A humanoid head with long flowing hair, but with one unsettling detail: no visible body. It appears to float eerily above the railing. Adding to the creep factor, the figure seems to be present even before the video starts, lurking in the background. Naturally, commenters are buzzing with theories. Some suggest it could be a dog, but the video description clarifies that the girl was home alone and pet-free. Could this be a ghostly prankster with a newfound love for TikTok challenges? While the answer remains a mystery, one thing's for sure: this video is sure to send shivers down your spine and make you think twice before recording your next TikTok dance move alone, at least until you check the background for any uninvited guests. The routine firsthand. This footage takes us on a journey as the sun sets and the coyotes emerge. We see them hunt, devour their prey, and even engage in playful wrestling matches, a heartwarming glimpse into their social side. They have a designated spot, like a hangout zone, where they bring their meals and relax with some much-needed grooming and friendly play. The video ends with a coyote stretching itself out in some impressive yoga-like poses. Who knew they were so flexible? Before this video, you might have thought of coyotes as simply predators threatening your pets, but this clip paints a whole new picture. We see them as simple creatures, leading chill lives and simply trying to survive in their natural habitat. So, the next time you hear a coyote howl at night, remember, there's a whole world of fascinating behavior happening under the cover of darkness. This video is a heartwarming reminder that motherly love knows no bounds, even in the animal kingdom. We see a mama raccoon patiently teaching her little one the essential skill of tree climbing. At first, Mama tries to help by gently nudging the baby raccoon up the tree with her mouth. But those tiny paws just aren't quite there yet. Mama, seeing her baby struggling to climb, takes a moment to regroup on a nearby roof. She then glances at the person filming, almost as if asking for a helping hand. Undeterred, Mama gets back to work. This time, her little climber finds its grip, and with wobbly determination, starts inching its way up the tree. Each tiny step is a victory, and Mama watches with a surge of pride. This clip is a beautiful example of how wild mothers pass down essential skills to their young. Next up, a creature that proves looks can be deceiving.
You got ready? Put it in there. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Do it again, do it again, do it again. Oh.
At first glance, a squid seems all graceful and flowing, but that appearance hides a shocking truth. Let's see what happens when they get hold of a soda can. Did you see that? It didn't just crush it. It took a clean bite. Wore a chunk right out. That's some serious jaw power. See it go in for another. And again. Imagine if that were your finger instead of metal. Bottom line. If you ever see one of these in the wild, admire from a distance. Trust me. The Michigan Dogman, first reported in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan, is a creature from folklore standing 7 feet tall with a bipedal, canine-like appearance. It features blue or amber eyes and a human-like torso, emitting a fearsome howl resembling a human scream. Legends propose its appearance in a 10-year cycle, with sightings scattered across various Michigan locations, primarily in the northwestern part of the Lower Peninsula. This video depicts an eerie creature resembling a dogman, recorded in the woods. Its limbs look very strange, looking a bit like that of a human. However, the entire body structure is that of a dog or wolf. Many have assumed that this would be a small specimen of that Dogman legendary creature. What do you think? A forest is a designated space for animals, and when humans enter, some animals may not appreciate it. You may have heard stories of lions or bears attacking individuals in the forest, but rhinos are not typically associated with such behavior. In this video clip, we observe a different scenario. A family enters the forest for a picnic, but a rhino expresses displeasure. It wants them to leave so it can continue grazing. While this could have been a potentially lethal attack, fortunately, the vehicle is not a typical ordinary car and managed to withstand the attack. In an attempt to scare the rhino away, the family races their vehicle, relying on the engine's noise, but it has no impact on the determined animal. The rhino persists in attacking the vehicle. Gradually, however, it loses interest. It is crucial to respect animals when entering a forest. Otherwise, the outcomes can be entirely unexpected and chaotic. Some individuals enjoy teasing animals. In this video, a group of friends visiting a pond brought along a remotely controlled toy crane. Outside the pond, a few crocodiles are resting. As part of their premeditated plan, they stand a considerable distance away from the crocodiles and use the remote control to maneuver the toy crane towards them. The crane strikes one crocodile on the head, prompting it to jump into the water. They repeat the action with another crocodile, hitting it with the crane's arm, causing it to follow suit and leap into the water. The crocodiles are taken aback by this unexpected intruder into their territory. I can't say I am pleased with the guy's behavior. Just leave the animals alone. I am sure you would not be so brave face to face with them. This video from southern Thailand shows the aftermath of devastating floods, revealing a cow tangled in a tree. The footage exposes the harsh reality faced by a group of 18 cows swept away by floodwaters. The cow hangs at least 2 meters above the ground, caught amidst 3 branches. As the floodwaters hit the region, multiple livestock got swept away, this being the aftermath. The owner found 4 cows, with one tragically stuck on top of a tree. It is believed that the cow stayed stuck for several days up there. I feel very sorry for the animals, as well as for the people in that region. The debate about the existence of ghosts continues to this day. However, sometimes inexplicable phenomena occur that defy normal explanations. In this footage, a person, taken aback by the unexpected movements of a bike, starts recording. The cycle can be seen moving around on its own. Captured at night in the mere light of a smartphone, the entire scenario appears eerie and unsettling. What's even more unnerving is that the bike isn't only roaming on its own, but is pedaling without anyone present. This is entirely strange and goes against the known laws of the universe. Nothing typically happens without a cause or force. And in this case, the force causing it can't be seen. Does this simply mean that ghosts are real? Ghosts are occasionally undetectable, remaining hidden from human eyes, but at times they reveal themselves. The same scenario unfolds in this video. The individual, having heard numerous stories about a creepy town inhabited by ghosts that emerge at night, decides to stop and observe the town during the night. Exiting his car, he turns on the flash to his camera to document his experience. The entire footage appears somewhat unsettling. Initially, nothing notable or extraordinary catches his eye, but suddenly he directs his camera toward a nearby building. The building looks eerie, but unexpectedly, something unsettling occurs. The person captures footage of a substantial entity moving inside the building. Clearly not human, it appears to be a massive shadow, leaving its identity shrouded in mystery. Upon witnessing the ghostly figure, the person recording the incident hastily runs towards his car. Was that a real encounter with a lost soul trapped inside that building? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, has long been a mystery people searched for, with many sightings occurring unofficially. But have ever considered witnessing a baby Bigfoot? In this footage, an individual documents a deceased creature resembling a baby Bigfoot. While it shares the appearance described by Bigfoot, it is notably smaller. It's evident that the creature is not human. It has dark hair all over its body and appears bigger than what we'd expect from a human baby. The video was recorded in a wooded area, but details about the recorder and subsequent events remain unclear. I can say for certain whether this video is real or just a prop made to get some views. What do you think? Cycle races are prevalent worldwide, with competitions among cyclists occurring globally. However, imagine a scenario where a horse unexpectedly joins a cycling competition to vie for victory. In this video, cyclists are engaged in a road race, each striving to win with fans cheering on both sides. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a horse appears and becomes part of the race. This unexpected entry disrupts the entire game, but it turns into an amusing experience that everyone enjoys, witnessing a horse racing alongside cyclists. Here's another encounter with an unknown and eerie creature captured on camera. A person notices this peculiar being in a pool and begins recording the encounter. It looks like a turtle or strange fish, clearly understanding that the human means no harm. I am not sure about you, but I have never seen a fish or turtle looking like this. The creature's behavior, approaching humans for food, suggests prior positive encounters with people who treated it well, eliminating any fear it might have had. But I still have questions about what exactly it is. The forest is the home of animals, where they do everything that is natural to them. Sometimes their actions are captured on camera. This footage was captured either by someone present near these bull mooses or by a trail camera placed in proximity to them. The bull mooses, with their large horns, are depicted fighting in the footage. Fortunately, their horns do not become entangled. I have seen some instances where, due to the horns getting entangled, both males losing their lives. This footage was taken on the Vermont-Canadian border, and many people believe it captures the elusive legendary creature known as Bigfoot. In the video, shot by a hiker, we get a glimpse of a dense forest in the distance with a massive figure standing at its edge. The creature appears to have an ape-like quality. Moreover, the creature's sheer size evident when compared to the surrounding trees. Upon closer inspection, as the hiker zooms in, we can discern the creature's face, which seems to be a blend of human and gorilla features. What adds an eerie element to the scene is the fact that this formidable creature is simply standing there, gazing at the hiker from a considerable distance. Hopefully, its intentions are merely driven by curiosity. A group of friends embarked on a camping adventure, and one of them ventured a bit ahead to capture some video clips for lasting memories. Little did he know that he would capture something unforgettable. In the video, showcasing the serene woods, the cameraman hears the unmistakable sound of breaking wood, as if someone stepped on a branch. Confused, he turns the camera towards the source of the sound, and is astonished to record a hairy, humanoid figure swiftly running through the woods. This being, covered in thick brown hair, displayed a remarkably humanoid posture and running style. The speculation leans towards a potential sighting of Bigfoot. However, if that's the case, then this was my first time seeing that agile and quick Bigfoot, and that terrifies me. A user by the name of Ludrew recently shared a mysterious photo on the Ghosts subreddit, taken back in 2009 during a family visit to Oxford Castle. The photo was an accidental shot captured on a digital camera while descending the stairs from the tower. In the image, a figure in a cloak or someone wearing a white dress is visible in a doorway. What makes it eerie is that, as the guy mentioned, the room was believed to be empty. When he and his cousin climbed the tower, they checked the doorway and saw no sign of a figure in a white dress. The discovery of this photo happened only after returning home and going through the pictures from that day. Interestingly, there's a ghost tale associated with the castle, believed to be Empress Matilda, often depicted draped in a white cloak or robe. However, Ludrew points out that the castle conducts ghost tours at night, with staff dressed as historical characters. Despite this, the room in question was empty during their daytime visit, and there were no other costumes or staff in character. The owner of the footage, not a strong believer in ghosts, is looking for insights from those familiar with Oxford or the castle to help explain or debunk the mysterious photo. So if anyone has expertise, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Ever watched those zombie movies where everyone, including crows, turns into zombies? Well, this video from Florida captures something eerily similar in real life. In the footage, we see a strange crow in a car parking lot. The person recording is confused and a bit weirded out because the crow doesn't look normal. Its head is tilted as if its neck is broken, and it struggles to support the weight of its head. The crow's body appears roughed up, with a disheveled tail missing multiple feathers. What's particularly unsettling is how it stands there with vacant eyes. Some viewers suggest it might be a zombie crow infected with a zombie virus, but I'm skeptical. I think this unfortunate crow probably had a skirmish with another predator bird, or got into an accident, maybe with a moving vehicle or something similar. We've all come across numerous Bigfoot sightings, usually with the creature either wandering around or attempting to stay hidden from cameras. However, this video presents a rare glimpse of Bigfoot returning from a hunting expedition. Filmed by a forest guard in a Canadian forest, the footage captures a large, hairy creature moving through the woods. What's intriguing is that the Bigfoot appears to be holding something small in its hand, likely a prey it captured. The creature in Bigfoot's hand resembles something with wings, perhaps a chicken, turkey, or a bird. Additionally, Bigfoot's walk has a humanoid quality, and it seems oblivious to the forest guard recording it. It's quite fascinating to witness that Bigfoot, in this instance, is portrayed as a meat eater, showing a preference for smaller prey like birds. However, the thing I'm curious about is whether this Bigfoot will eat that thing raw, or perhaps make a fire first to cook it. One of the intriguing technologies in the military arsenal is the submarine, equipped with advanced tools like sonar. Sonar is a crucial system used by submarines to detect targets underwater. However, the sound waves it emits can be quite daunting if you happen to be in their path, as experienced by these unfortunate divers in a video. This footage comes from a diving team exploring ocean depths to study aquatic life. While navigating, they encountered a sharp sound that left them confused. Despite the initial confusion, they continued their underwater exploration, seemingly harmless, right? Well, there's a theoretical concern that powerful sound waves like this could impact the formation of gas bubbles in a diver's body. This could potentially worsen conditions such as nitrogen narcosis or decompression sickness. commonly known as the bends. Fortunately, both divers were lucky to emerge unharmed from the encounter with the sharp sonar. It's worth noting that sonar sounds may also play a role in the increasing number of whales ending up stranded on beaches. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. A chilling video captured by my friend's home security camera left me quite unsettled. In the footage, we observed the main door of my friend's house. Suddenly, a large shadow swiftly moves across the frame. What adds to the spookiness is that the second camera on the opposite wall, to the right of the door, is triggered by this shadow. You can see the little red light coming on as the figure passes by. Now, you might wonder if it could be someone from my friend's family or household. However, this incident occurred in the middle of the night, and the only person at home was my friend, who was fast asleep at that time. While one might consider a logical explanation, like a camera glitch, it's hard to dismiss the idea when two cameras glitch simultaneously. Contemplating this, the video sends shivers down my spine, raising the eerie possibility of a ghost or spirit now residing in my friend's house. A captivating video was recorded by a family during a road trip, showcasing the failed attempt of hyenas in their intelligent and organized hunting. In the footage, a group of hyenas is observed walking on the road, appearing to prepare for an attack. The narrative then shifts to the hyenas pursuing a honey badger, another clever creature, finding itself alone against 3 hyenas. Undaunted, the honey badger valiantly defends itself. The trio of hyenas gives chase on the road, but the honey badger adeptly dodges their efforts and takes refuge in a mud hole by the roadside. It's an impressive demonstration of bravery and intelligence by the honey badger, defending itself while skillfully avoiding the hyenas. In the end, the honey badger manages to successfully escape. It seems the hyenas might need to consider pursuing less intelligent prey. This video gained significant popularity on the internet, sparking debates about its authenticity. Filmed by an Afghan villager, the footage captures a distant mountain with a strange humanoid figure standing on its summit. The unsettling aspect is the massive size of this humanoid being, even from the considerable distance of the recording. The creature is simply standing, observing its surroundings. Even at this far distance, the creature appears to be around 12 to 14 feet tall. Although its entire body is not completely visible, the outline resembles that of a human being. After reviewing this video, my inclination is towards the possibility that this might be a giant. Giants are believed to have lived on Earth about 3 million years ago, though recent scientific discoveries of massive bones have challenged this notion. Imagine you're awakened in the dead of night by loud banging noises at your front door. When you investigate, you're met with this disturbing sight. This image, captured by a surveillance camera in South Dakota, reveals a man or creature's face peering into the house through a broken part of the door. Despite the potential humanoid features visible, it's a disconcerting scene, especially as you can see the person's facial features and hand through the damaged door. Even if it turns out to be a human, the intensity with which he gazes into the house is unsettling. The reflection of the camera's flashlight in the man's eyes adds an extra layer of chilling detail. Regardless of his intentions, whether it be burglary or something more sinister, this incident serves as a reminder to consider reinforcing home security. Installing metal doors at your house's main entrance can offer better protection, as wooden doors like this one can be relatively easy to break through. Do you believe in aliens? If not, this video might just change your perspective. The footage is from an industrial zone in Alaska, capturing a weird object flying in the sky recorded by workers on site. The object has an unusual cigar-like shape with lights covering its body, and it was moving at a relatively low pace, suggesting it was observing the industrial zone. However, these satellites typically don't fly at such low altitudes, and after searching online, I didn't find any shape like the one in the video. If it's not a satellite, then it could indeed be an unidentified flying object of some kind. What are your thoughts on this? Dog doors offer great convenience, allowing your furry friend to move in and out freely. However, as handy as they are, unexpected guests like this can enter. This video is from a homeowner who couldn't figure out why his dog food kept disappearing every day. One day, he caught some deer red-handed, or rather red-legged, stealing his dog's food. Surprisingly, the deer gained access through the dog door, lured by the scent of the dog food. The homeowner wasn't upset. In fact, he found it amusing. The deer seemed calm, just searching for a meal. Interestingly, they weren't frightened by the owner, and appeared accustomed to humans offering them treats. The homeowner lady then decided to give the deer some dog treats, and they peacefully left afterward. While the video was heartwarming, it serves as a reminder to consider placing a block on your dog doors. It won't always be deer, and you might have unexpected visitors coming in through that entrance.
You're not supposed to be in here. No, you're not.
This video is from a hiker who was exploring the montane forest in Canada. In the footage, he captures a hairy humanoid creature walking through the woods. This creature, reminiscent of what many describe as Bigfoot, is large and robust. Its gait, posture, and overall appearance are quite humanoid. What adds a chilling element to the video is that the hiker is remarkably close to this Bigfoot, hiding and recording it. Being in such proximity, one can't help but wonder what might have happened if the Bigfoot had noticed the hiker recording. Ever felt like someone's watching you while walking alone? Well, this hiker experienced just that and decided to record what he sensed. In a forest, he felt eyes fixated on him, prompting him to open his camera. What he captured was a black figure peering directly at him from behind a tree. This mysterious being was stalking the hiker, completely unaware of being spotted. The creature, like others we have seen in previous clips, appeared quite humanoid and was covered in thick black fur. To me, it resembled a Bigfoot, but it's hard to say for sure since the video was recorded from a distance, making the facial features less visible. What are your thoughts on this stalking creature? Could it be a Bigfoot? Or might it be something even more terrifying? The video leaves us with a sense of mystery and intrigue about what lurks in the depths of the forest. In a remote California forest, where trail cameras are often deployed by wildlife enthusiasts and researchers, a piece of footage has emerged that sends shivers down the spine. The serene forest setting is suddenly disrupted when an enigmatic figure materializes in front of the camera, almost as if it appeared out of thin air. The figure, adopting a humanoid stance and adorned with a face mask, stands eerily still, fixating on the camera with an unsettling gaze. The mysterious individual then casually teleports to the side before the video unexpectedly concludes. While it's plausible that this is a person wearing a mask, the motivations behind their presence in the heart of the forest at that particular moment remain shrouded in mystery, injecting an unsettling element into the footage. Back in 2015, a video surfaced claiming to have captured a spooky encounter on Halloween. The footage unfolds in front of a festively decorated tree, adorned with hanging seeds and a black coat in the backdrop. Amidst these Halloween trinkets, something strange unfolds. At the 5-second mark, a wispy figure materializes in front of the black coat, taking on a human-like form. Over the next few seconds, the smoky figure seems to thicken, almost as if it's hanging upside down from the tree. The sight is downright eerie, and moments later, the figure appears to rise before vanishing into thin air. While the video hints at a ghostly presence or spirit, I'm open to considering alternative explanation. I welcome anyone to share their thoughts in the comments. There are numerous majestic and fascinating animals that have gone extinct, and the hope of their return often seems impossible. However, this video from Indonesia presents an intriguing scenario. A bizarre mammal believed to be extinct was captured roaming in the forest. This creature, known as the long-beaked echidna, was found in the Indonesian forest, exhibiting spines reminiscent of a hedgehog, the snout of an anteater, and the feet of a mole. Long considered extinct, the long-beaked echidna surprised scientists with its reappearance in the Cyclops Mountains of Indonesia, more than 60 years after its presumed extinction. This discovery is remarkable, and it sparks the possibility that other extinct animals might also reappear in the future. This video originates from Paraguay and has left people in both fear and confusion. In the footage, recorded by locals in a Paraguayan village, a creature is seen floating in the water. This creature appears lifeless, but its strange appearance adds to the mystery. The creature has a hairless, fur-deprived body with 2 arms and legs, resembling a human. Its hands are particularly unsettling, displaying a humanoid structure with 5 fingers and a palm. While the creature's face is not clearly visible in the footage, it is suggested to bear a resemblance to the mythical chupacabra. The chupacabra is often described as a creature that acts like a vampire, killing animals by sucking their blood. Stories of such creatures date back several decades, with the first major wave of alleged chupacabra sightings reported by farmers in Puerto Rico in the late 1980s and early 1990s. This video adds to the ongoing lore surrounding these mysterious beings. Our oceans are captivating, housing creatures that often leave us wondering if they are real or some form of extraterrestrial being. This video showcases one such enigmatic sea creature found in the mud. The creature possesses a strange appearance, featuring a hard shell covering half of its body, resembling a shrimp on the other half. Notably, the hard shell displays 2 closely spaced eyes, and the tail exhibits 3 large tentacle-like structures. Despite its alien-like appearance, this creature is not otherworldly, but a horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crabs, while not actual crabs, are characterized by their slow movements and the habit of hitting the beaches of the Atlantic Ocean in late spring. Their name originates from the horseshoe shape of their shell. Interestingly, the horseshoe crab's existence spans an impressive 450 million years, challenging the notion of simplicity in the natural world. Imagine yourself as a hiker exploring the deep Canadian Acadian woods, and suddenly you spot a large black creature stealthily trailing you. Naturally, your instinct would be to record the encounter, much like the hiker in this footage. The video captures a sizable black creature stalking the hiker from the bushes. After a few seconds of realizing it has been spotted, the creature ventures off into the forest, and the video concludes. In terms of appearance, the creature appears tall, possibly ranging from 8 to 10 feet in height when compared to the nearby woods. Its head and neck exhibit humanoid features, and its body is covered in thick black fur. It seems the hiker may have captured a rare and unsettling sight, the legendary Bigfoot. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This sad video sheds light on the challenges wild animals face in their quest for basic necessities like water and food. Captured by a wildlife photographer, the footage reveals a vast muddy swamp where a group of horses endeavors to navigate towards a distant lake. The thick and dense nature of the mud poses a significant obstacle for the horses, forcing them to struggle and leap in their attempts to reach the water. The terrain may lead to twisted legs and potential damage to tendons and ligaments. A subsequent clip from the same swamp depicts a horse that has fallen onto its side and become entrapped in the mire. Despite its fervent struggles, the horse remains stuck, making no progress toward freedom. Regrettably, without intervention, this horse is destined to meet a tragic fate, sinking deeper into the swamp. This video serves as a poignant reminder of the harsh reality wild animals face, evoking gratitude for the convenience of readily available water in our home. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.